Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Bromley here and I'm back once again with another Vault Inu video. You probably guessed it, I'm here nearly every single day covering Vault Inu for every single one of you out there. The Vault Army, I'm actually really appreciate all the love you're bringing to my channel, and I can't thank you enough for all the support. You know, it's been overwhelming and I've got to say a massive thank you to every single one of you. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, today we have a lot of news to cover, as you can probably tell by the tabs at the top. So we are going to just jump straight into this. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So first things first, the vaulted fortune cookie never lie, do they? And this is at an FTX, so this could be the next, well, the next exchange listing, FTX. That would be a very, very nice one. You can see as well, they have 649,000 followers as well, and it is a very large exchange. So this would be a fantastic place to get a digital asset on there so people can start trading it, and that is a lot of new eyeballs. If they can get on FTX, that is, but I still think that FTX, they're going to have to really push for that to try and get on it and just keep hinting at it. And, you know, that could be the tier 1 exchange they're on about. You know, FTX is a tier 1 exchange, so very exciting stuff there. Next up, obviously, we did talk about this in the last video. There is going to be some reiterations from the last video. However, we need to talk about all the latest news to make sure every single one of you are clued up as possible. So we have voted up to announce Big Cat's real, and he is a wrestler prize fighter. I'm not sure if he's a UFC fighter, but he is definitely a fantastic fighter. I believe he fights at middleweight as well. So definitely another great addition, another brand ambassador for Vault Inu. And honestly, the more brand ambassadors they get on board, the more scope they're going to get, the more people looking into their project. And it's only good news from there on. Next up, we have the 2 Fiat Gateway partnerships in Change Now and Guardian. Some fantastic stuff. Partnering with Fiat Gateways because as they're using this physical advertising, which we'll touch upon in a second, they're going to have new people looking into the Vault Inu ecosystem and the project. So people who don't necessarily understand crypto very well, they need a way to be able to purchase Vault to make sure that Vault is getting that return on investment, which they're outputting for that physical advertising. So that is why partnering with a Fiat Gateway sort of currency and converter into crypto is a fantastic way to get Vault out there. And you can see here that you can buy it through Visa and MasterCard and also Swift Bank as well, which is the main European banking system. So it's great to see it. Actually, I think it's the world banking system, Swift. So it's great to see that they are doing that as well with Guardian as well. So debit and credit card via simple SEPA and also bank transfer as well. So you can do everything through Guardian. So that's 2 Fiat Gateways, which is great news, especially with all the physical advertising, which we're about to cover now. So first thing, the New York buses, and you can see here, you see why I got mixed up with the train, because there is a train track there. I'm still holding this as a train. This is definitely a train. This is a New York subway, I think. But you can see it here. This is the train track. Oh no, it's Turkish. So a Turkish train track. So that is what that is. And you can see here the train tracks there. And you see Vault Inu obviously in the handrail, which is always good to see. Next up, Vault Inu never sleeps in the city that never sleeps in New York City. You know, a very prominent place to have physical advertising. A lot of people with a lot of money that doesn't sleep. Always on the go, always trying to make money. It's great to have a presence there because they are probably they've got a higher chance of converting people into their ecosystem in New York City because they're probably a bit more clued up about it. Turkish holidays as well. So we can see here the airport, you know, right here. I mean, that's a terminal there. You can see the aeroplane in the background. This is the main check-in area. You can see all the check-in desks over there. You also have another like sort of terminal area and also the car park as well. Vault Inu is absolutely everywhere, and it is fantastic to see that they are taking over the Turkish airports and hopefully more in the future. And like I said, Vault Inu, London, that is your next place. London, I'm going to say it loud and clear for the people in the back. Vault Inu needs to be in London so I can take a picture next to a sign. And that's the goal. Next up, some exchange listings. So they're now on CoinW and also Hotcoin Global. So that's the 24th and 25th CX listing as well. So fantastic stuff. And I know they've got more in the works as well. So very exciting stuff there. Next up, buying our own supply is cool, but burning every other token at the same time is something really vaulted. So they're hinting at burning more tokens. So reducing that supply, which is going to increase people's price action. And it's also going to mean that your portfolios are going to be dancing because there's going to be less supply. And obviously, the more people that buy into it with less supply, it makes it rarer. And essentially, that's what's going to increase the price in the long run. And last but not least, Volta Soft and Volti Change. Now, this is something which I really want to touch upon in today's video. I know I touched upon it in the last video, but this is something which I really want to elaborate on today. So, Volti Soft and Volti Change, what are those going to be? Now, let's do a little bit of speculation. So, Voltisoft, obviously, the first thing that comes to mind there is Microsoft. Now, Microsoft is a technology company, right? So, that could be something linked to what Voltisoft is going to be. It could be some sort of, you know, those, what are they called? You know, like when you're in a restaurant and they have those systems that you can like place orders in? It could be something like that, like a PO system. That's what I was thinking of. And also Volti Change. I imagine this is going to be something related to charity. I could be wrong, but that's what that sort of vibe gives me. Volti Change and Voltisoft. So that is my little bit of speculation there. Just, you know, rolling the dice a little bit, seeing what is out there. And who knows, my guesses may be correct with that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is everything vaulted for today's video. If you have enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, click on the notification bell as well. And without further ado, have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you next video on the channel. Take care, everyone.